There were more centers in the league at that point. As the league has progressed, less centers.
Every once in a long, long while, a truly great athlete is discovered, and in the person of this towering young man, Walter Bellamy, standing here alongside of me. And Walt was formerly an All-American in the University of Indiana. Walt, in his first year in professional basketball, established an all-time record and scoring 2,495 points, which mark had only previously been exceeded by Wilt the Still Chamberlain.
Great center Walt Bellamy, who I feel can do as many things an all-around center play as anybody in the league. He rebounds well, he drives well, plays real fine defense.
Now, when you played center, you played against Wilt Chamberlain.
That's correct.
Bill Russell, Nate Thurman, I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Correct.
And you held your own with all of them.
Those were truly centers who played the game.
Every year in basketball or in athletics, be it football or hockey or whatever it might be, good players come along. Excellent players come along. But a player, the caliber of the man that you're speaking of, Lou Alcindor, probably does not come along every year.
Coach, do you think Lou could possibly be the greatest offensive power the game has ever known before he's through?
Lewis has geared himself toward all-around play. I believe that it's possible that he has the physical abilities to do that with the complete concentration, but I don't think he should. I think he has concentrated on becoming the well-rounded basketball player, and I think it's more important in his eyes, and certainly I think it's better as far as a coach is concerned.
Now Cinder is ready. You see number 33, Lou. He is listed at 7'1", but look at him next to 6'11", Walt Bellamy. Bellamy from Indiana. Alcindor, of course, from UCLA. Bellamy sets the pick, and now picking him up on the pick and roll and scoring Bellamy.
Basket by Bellamy.
Alcindor switched and left his man open as he rolled inside, and Lou just went to school on that play.
He's going to have to pay very close attention to Bellamy. He's not going to be able to roam. He's not going to be able to clog the middle. He's playing against an excellent ball player, and he can't afford to let Bellamy get hot. Bellamy outweighs Alcindor by 15 pounds, and you see him trying to use that weight and force Alcindor outside. There he is, working one-on-one against Bellamy.
His first shot. It's good. 44 Maravich. Bellamy beats Alcindor. Chambers score.
To try and work that deficit down.
Again, moving the play inside. Green. That's Boozer in tight. You won't miss too many of those.
Make them not think about Alcindor in there to worry about the press.
Made a move past Bellamy. 6'3", and he goes to Miles. That's Bellamy. Guarded closely, but he outspins away from Alcindor. And that's a dunk by Walter. Up against Jim Davis. That's Lou underneath. Alcindor. He has banged home 10 points in his debut. Here's Comey bringing it up. It's a 5-point lead now for Milwaukee. 6 minutes to go. Bellamy.
Basket by Bellamy.
Of underdog Atlanta. Big Lou underneath. Bang. That's Davis. Bellamy. Short. Oscar playing up front, gets the rebound, and that's Alcindor on a precision-type pass. Assist by Miles. That's Bellamy fighting his way in there for the score.
Basket by Bellamy.
The men in green, the Milwaukee Bucks, that's Alcindor against Bellamy. No basket, says Ricky Powers. It's an offensive foul. He moved into it. Bellamy really held his ground, and they said jumping into the lap of Walt Bellamy was the big guy who's listed. Alcindor at 7'2", but everybody in the league feels he's 7'4". And right ahead of him, this Detroit club. That's Bellamy charging right into the big guy. It's an offensive foul. He's going to drive, and a whistle.
Once again, there you saw Lou Alcindor almost 3 to 4 feet away from Walter Bellamy.
Rebounded underneath by Bellamy, and he's tied up in a jump ball between the Big Bell and the Big A. 5, and a technical against Walter Bellamy.
Jerry, Lou Alcindor visibly upset at himself because Bellamy's weight has influenced him.
Oh, and that's Bellamy powering his way in for the score, and he's fouled.
As opposed to 5 last year, Jerry. Those are the major rule changes.
Alcindor in the hole. He banks it in. He just forced his way in. Mismatch somewhere. In it goes to Alcindor against Bridges, and he misses the roll-down shot off his arm like Wilt Chamberlain. Rebounded out of Bellamy. Hudson trying to use a pick and roll. The screen moved inside, and Bellamy got it back. Within 5, and now it goes into the hole to Alcindor against Bellamy. Over his head, he scores.
They have a lot of confidence in Robertson and Allen as ball handlers.
All around Bellamy. Great pass by Hudson. game lead is cut down to 99-88. Robinson with a move on Bellamy. Alcindor with a rebound. He's all alone. Oh, and he missed it. He won't miss Edmond. It's 3 in a row. Rebounded by Bellamy. Bellamy to Hudson. Hudson. You know, if there is a deficiency.
A great pass by Lou Alcindor, the length of the floor. Basket good.
As has Dandridge, and 8 points for Alcindor. They're the only 3-member score for Milwaukee. Has 3 fouls, 2 offensive fouls. Into the hole it goes to Alcindor. He's cutting across. And basket by Alcindor. If there's ever a doubt about power, he showed some power there, backing into Bellamy.
How about giving away some 40, 50 pounds to the Wilt Chamberlains, 20 pounds here? Do you think that over a long season it might tend to wear you down a little bit?
No, I think it's going to work for me because, like I said, I have less weight to carry. It's going to be less of a burden on myself. All I have to do is just remain strong.
Terry Dissinger with it. Stolen away by Alcindor. Davis and Hudson. Jim comes up. Bellamy's inside. 63-59. That's Alcindor. And he's played by Alcindor. Wide world of sports. Bellamy, a 19-footer. Which Comine. Now Miles trying to work on Dandridge. He's a little stronger than the rookie. Missed the shot. Alcindor with a rebound. Rebounds also. That's Bellamy. Good. Let's see what he'll do here. How do you do over the head? Another back pass behind the back. Blocked beautifully. Fine defensive effort by Milwaukee. Walker against him. That's Alcindor against Bellamy. Up high. Bellamy with a rebound. Now they lead by 4. On defense, Maravich is against Oscar momentarily. Now goes in the left corner against McLaughlin, who shoots. It's no good. A 19-footer. Got it up and in. He's fouled. Alcindor dunked it. He almost knocked the whole board down. What a shot that was. That's Bridges. Bellamy. Bellamy scores, and without Alcindor, they're dominating the board.
And there you see the value of Lou Alcindor. They need help on that boards, and as a result, Bob Boozer coming back in for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Eddie Miles working on the rookie, but Alcindor's there. The deflection by...
There you see Bellamy with 20 more points, using that weight, the 20 more pounds, using that weight on Alcindor inside.
And he's really bumping him with the elbow and fend him off with the elbow, warding him away. No basket, no basket. That is an offensive goaltending call against Alcindor. He's going to fight the clock. Gives to Bellamy. He does. 2 seconds to go. There's the buzzer. That's the end of the second quarter. He'll be returning with halftime activities.
Out a little bit further, so it will be more difficult to get it into Alcindor.
And it's a small team, Jack. A small Detroit ball club. What with Hap Hairston out with a flu. There's a layup that's good. No basket. Traveling on the play.
Hoping that his ball club can stay in the game when he comes back fresh. Alcindor making a great move over Walter Bellamy.
Alcindor with Bellamy leaning on him with his elbows. Barrels his way, and it's in and out. Greg Smith with the rebound. Bellamy really working him over away from the ball now. He's leaning on him. Hitting him with the elbow around the waist. Look at that elbow.
There you see the elbow on his wrist here. Look at how Bellamy using that weight.
Bellamy has 19. 27 for Lou Hudson. 12 for Jimmy Davis. 23 for Alcindor and 13 for Daniel. That's Alcindor with a stuff shot that almost ripped the cords out. 5.5 to go, third period. Detroit trailing Lou Alcindor and the Bucks of Milwaukee. And again, Bellamy bangs it in outside, 2 in a row. Now to inbound it, Oscar Robertson goes deep up high to the right to Dandridge. He looks into Lou, gets it into him. He backs in the big guy, Bellamy, and banks it in.
Getting it out, and they're moving that ball down and getting the layup.
This is the biggest lead so far in the game by Milwaukee. They're up by 12. Bing again, short with a jumper. Bellamy.
Basket by Bellamy. Passing that perhaps Pete Maravich gave them in that second quarter.
There's McLaughlin outside. Tried to bank it and missed. Alcindor over the top of Bellamy. Drives it in. Around that rim. Bellamy on the interception. Lucius Allen against Hazard. Into the low post right. Knocked out of bounds by Bellamy.
Playing a little bit with the injury to Dave Bing, has averaged over 20 a game in exhibition series.
Alcindor up high with the ball. Bellamy behind it. Tries to feed in, does to Robinson, and he's fouled.
A lot of pressure.
Bellamy. 27 to 23. That's Hudson. Soft right-hander. 52 to 47. As the lead of Atlanta at one time was 16.
Steps back, allowing the guard to slide through.
75-72. The team with the ball leading. There's the pass into the guard underneath. The guards are going inside the forwards and working either to the baseline, outside, or cutting across.
Jerry, the reason the Bucks are moving so much is the unselfish attitude of Cinder.
Maravich really being tested here in a game situation, playing for Atlanta. To Bellamy. He scores.
Again, Jerry, I think you have to be objective and say that Alcindor is bothered a little bit. He's taking a little rest out there. He's a little
to help
tired.
the guards against Chambers. Shovels it underneath the Dandridge, who eludes Bridges and misses. Rebounded up and missed by Alcindor. Up and in by Lou. Into the corner, Jimmy Walker. That's Bellamy leaping in, and he scores, and he's fouled.
By Bellamy.
The shot's missed and rebounded again. The human vacuum cleaner, Don Smith. The shot's long and out battling Alcindor for the rebound. Eddie Miles as he tapped it away, and we have a foul right in front of our ABC microphone. 112-102. Walker missing the shot. Alcindor rips it off the board. Milwaukee. Greg Smith gets credit. He has 6. Bellamy scores from Atlanta, Georgia. Bellamy trying to drive, and he does by the big guy. Jimmy. Davis. Hazard. That's a legal block by Alcindor. He did not hit it on the way down. Look at Davis fight. Lou Hudson, what it off? It's pinned off the backboard, and that's illegal. You can't touch it or pin it off the backboard. Here's McLaughlin going in, blocked by Bellamy and a whistle. Allen underneath. Goaltending. Called on Walt Bellamy.
The way he approaches the game, I don't think it'll happen too many more times.
That's McLemore driving baseline left. Blocked by Alcindor, and that's goaltending. ABC. Robertson, second effort, no good. Bellamy rips the ball out of the air. Hudson with 2:38 to go. Drives underneath, goes to Davis for a fadeaway. Blocked by Alcindor. Robertson brings it up. Greg Smith launches one. No good. Tipped up by Alcindor. Bellamy. No good. And the rebound to Alcindor. He's done a great job on the boards in the second half. Over to Davis. Davis shot blocked by Alcindor. Great play.
A fellow work one-on-one as we see Walker work against Glenn Robinson.
There's again the play that gave him trouble earlier. They're playing head-on-head. Alcindor blocks Bridges' shot. So that's quite a battle now. Oscar Robertson, who held it from 1960 to 1970, now guarding Maravich, who broke his record. Alcindor with the rebound. Difference one player makes. The shot is blocked by Alcindor at the buzzer. Oh, what a job he did.
Well, I think in his battle with Walter Bellamy, he's doing very well. He's playing him very wisely. He's sagging off of him a little bit. He's so quick and tall, Jerry, that he can afford to give a man 2 or 3 feet because he can recover. And he's drawn 2 offensive fouls out of Walter Bellamy. So he's doing a fine job, and I think playing very smart basketball out there.